Hi, hello, welcome. Thanks for dropping by. Alright. Let's do this then. We're gonna talk about anime. Or try, at least. And, no tangents. I'm gonna ignore you if you try to go on a tangent. And if you try again, I will start bonking. This is not a joke. I will not allow for wanton tangents here today. I'm in business. That being said, I'm gonna put. Oh shit. I forgot to put this. Where did it go? This thing should have been done. Why did I not? We still have a full week before we need to choose whatever outfit Nova has to wear next. I don't know when next is gonna be. It's gonna be, I don't know, a while. Plus my mama's commissions are closed right now, so yeah, a while. This thing really come in at a weird time. We barely even it's barely been even what, 2 weeks 3 weeks, what, 3 weeks since 2.0 has debuted. But yeah, well, what do you know? That's what the wheel picked. That's what the mighty wheel picked, so we're gonna go with that. Okay. So, I just opened my anime list profile just for this, because I check animes on my anime list, but I never actually had a profile on it to track anything. Maybe it will help me. I don't know. But yeah, we will be go in here. All right, this is my anime list. Wait, what happened to... Eh? Ah! You need to go below. Okay, there we go. This is my... Wait. It's too big. You need to be smaller. You need to fit the screen. Ooh! Okay, it fits the screen, but it's not great. Whatever. We're just gonna go with this. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna try to What is all this? Wait, no, you guys do not need to see that. God damn. There. Yeah, that way it's true. Yeah, more or less. Okay. Here. This thing is so okay. Go like this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to retrace the animes I watched from the beginning to recently. Maybe I'm most definitely not remembering all of them. That's like I've seen quite a number, but it could be interesting to like try to jumpstart this whole discussion. I shouldn't have chosen this. I shouldn't have chosen such a large subject, but yeah, here we are. So as far as animes go, I will separate it into two eras. I will separate it into eras. The first one was the TV era, and the second one was the internet era, because it does make quite a big difference, and there's a transitionary period in between the two. That's mostly how I'm gonna go at it. The very first anime that I remember having watched, that I knew it was an anime, it was Dragon Ball Z, obviously. Well, to me, it's obviously for I suppose for a number of people in my country from around the same generation, and not even the same generation, many generations have discovered animes through Dragon Ball Z. I do not have much to say about it. It was back in the day. It was can you take a look? Back in the day, so I watched this on TV. There was a channel. I believe more than one in the end did. Was it more than one in the end? Well, I believe more than one in the end, but there was one channel that used to broadcast animes back in the day, and when I say back in the day, it was the 90s to early 2000s, and because we are a country whose second official language is French, most of our programs are like everything that is from outside the country that plays on TV is gonna be in French dub. That's just how it is. That's what everyone is able most people are able to understand. And it's only the local TV programs that would have stuff in Madagascar. So it was the French dub. The French dub was produced back then by so there's a whole meta around this thing, but there was this TV program in France, Le Club Dorothée, and they were the ones who brought tons of animes to the French audience, and by extension to the Malagasy audience too. So the animes that I saw, especially when it started like that, were from Club Dorothée. So their dubs. And by the way, apparently they also produced later is it, what's it called, a legacy? Well, they redid, like in HD, remastered old episodes of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, and apparently it's like the best quality, because everything, like from the original voices to the image, is really very faithful as possible to the original. So yeah, started with Dragon Ball Z. I remember I must have seen like the same, I don't know, 10 episodes, maybe not even 10 episodes. It was a very particular part of the arc. Like it's when Raditz first comes and tries to kidnap Gohan, and then Goku. It's gonna spoil because this is an old anime, and frankly, at this point, yeah, if you're not gonna, just watch it. But yeah, I'm gonna spoil because it's, yeah. So it's the particular arc where Gohan gets kidnapped by Raditz, and then Goku gets killed, and then Gohan is trained, and Goku is going to try to train to with, I don't know what his name is, because everything was in French. So at least Son Goku was Son Goku. That's yeah. Son Goku was Son Goku. Son Gohan was Son Gohan. What's his name? Piccolo was for whatever reason Satan Petit Coeur, which there is a character who is called Satan in the series too. But I don't know. It was a funny thing with French dub, is that they changed the like they localized kinda the names of many characters while keeping some other characters' names, and I don't understand the logic behind it. Son Goku was the same. Kuririn was pronounced in French, Krillin, but it's pretty much, yeah. Although I don't know what Kuririn is supposed to represent, because you've like vegetables, the Saiyajin are vegetables, the Namek, the people from Namek are instruments, music instruments. So I don't know exactly how it works, but Kuririn was Kuririn, Krillin, which is like a French pronunciation of Kuririn. But Piccolo became Satan Petit Coeur, which if I was to I have no idea why they went with that. If I was to translate it to English, it would be Satan Little Heart, I don't know, Small Heart. At least Son Gohan, Son Goku, Son Goten were the same. Vegeta was Vegeta, yeah, it's just French pronunciation. There are a lot of them that just had their names changed, so I have no idea what the English name is most of the time. I only knew of some of these names much later. Bulma, yeah, Bulma, but yeah, Bulma is still Bulma. Bulma. Son Gohan, yeah, Kuririn. Trunks is also Trunks. Trunks. Yeah, it's the same thing. Freezer, yeah. Bulma. Muten Roshi was Tortue Géniale. Tortue Géniale is like, I don't know, super tortoise or something like that. Like, it's pretty much, although I don't know if I don't know how far it is from the original intent. But yeah, there were a lot of names that were changed. So how it went is there was a particular arc that was broadcasted on TV, and it kind of was chronological, but not really. But I believe I only ever saw the same episodes going in a loop, and never really. I believe at least that full arc with the Saiyajin, Vegeta, and what's the name of that other dude that came with him? The bald dude that came with him. What's his name? I have no idea. Plus the number of characters. This is just gonna be stupid to try to. I won't be able to fight it. But there's that other dude. Nappa. Okay, thank you. Nappa, that other dude that came with him, that attacked, and then I believe most of that arc was broadcasted on TV. But beyond that, when we started the arc to go to Namek to try to find Dragon Balls, either I just did not see it, or because I was also still going to school. But yeah, I believe that's mostly the arc that was broadcasted on TV and that I saw, and that's about all that I know really of Dragon Ball Z. Later on, I learned like, oh, stuff like this happened, but I never actually saw those episodes. Those are the only episodes I saw, and I remember I was really frustrated because I found it really interesting. I wanted to see where it goes and all that, but it never really went too far. It was really just that arc, and yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know if I actually saw the actual climax and how it ended. But then I saw, they went to Namek, and well, they're trying to go to Namek because it was Bulma, Kuririn, and Son Gohan that went because they were the only ones left alive, I believe. And yeah, that's it. That's what I've seen of Dragon Ball Z. I've seen all these characters at least. I've seen that. Yeah, Yamcha is still Yamcha. Tenshin Han is still Tenshin Han. Chaos? Was it? Yeah. At least, yeah, there's that. But yeah, it's really just Piccolo that got changed. And plus, it's Satan. There was a Satan in the series, and Satan, Mr. Satan, was called Hercules for some Chaos. Okay, yeah, they pronounce it Chaos in French, which is pretty much the same thing. But yeah, the what's it called? That Satan was called Hercule in the French dub. Hercules. Don't know why. Oh my God! What of all these? Chestnut. Yeah, it is Chestnut, right? So they just kind of franchised. I don't know the pronunciation. Kuririn, they just pronounce it Krillin. Yeah, it's pretty much just a French way of pronouncing the name, the same syllables. But yeah. In Italy, they call him Reef. Hercules is Mr. Satan's first name. But they never pronounce Satan because they call Piccolo the Satan. Well, I have no idea what went on in their heads back in the day. But yeah, Mark is Mr. Satan's name. But yeah, so it all started there. with Dragon Ball Z, the whole concept of anime was introduced, because the bombastic transformations and superpowers that were vastly different from comics style of superpowers. As in the execution and obviously the whole aesthetics was pretty much it all started with Dragon Ball Z. After Dragon Ball Z, always on the same channel, they started a TV program that was really focused on anime and manga. So they started to broadcast like 3 series and were presenting different series during the program. So at least I'm able to pinpoint, okay, Dragon Ball Z is probably where it all started. From there, it's gonna be a bit weird because my memories of how these programs went, beyond that program that was focused on animes, there was also like they also broadcasted a few anime and cartoons every day for like when kids are finished with school for them to watch. So it's gonna be a bit of a mess, but I'm gonna try to remember some of them. The next ones that really did stand out to me as, oh, that's also that kind of stuff, that's anime, was Cardcaptor Sakura. Cardcaptor Sakura. Because there were a few more animes that I was not aware were animes, because they did not have that very distinctive style that associated with anime back then. But yeah, I wonder which one it is. I believe it should be this first one. Yeah, it's this one. So, Cardcaptor Sakura. I don't know if they broadcasted the whole series with this one either. And it was also the French dub. So Sakura was the only one who stayed Sakura. They changed her family name in French to something like, what was it? You know what? We're gonna try to find Cardcaptor Sakura non français. Cardcaptor Sakura. Okay, so Sakura Kinomoto become Sakura Gauthier. Okay, Gauthier is very much French. Her brother became, instead of Toya, became Toma. Their father, Fujitaka, became Dominique. Very French name. Nadeshko. Who is that? Ah, that must be her mother. Nathalie. Very French, yes. Ri Shaoran became Lionel. Ri Shaoran became Lionel. Mei Li became Stéphanie. Very, very French, yeah. Les quatre sœurs de Shaolan. They're not even named. It's just the 4 sisters of Shaolan. Okay. Yelan Li. This is so freaking funny. No, I don't need to be translated. I speak French. It's fine. My God. Oh, the French dubs. As much as when I really first you bringing me you taking me on a freaking the tangent. What did I say? No tangents. We're never gonna get through with this. No tangents. I'll bonk. If you get me going, we will never be able to finish this thing. Well, this is too big. I'll get to that eventually, but if you start talking about things like that, I will get sidetracked. Where am I gonna put this? If I put this here, I will bonk. I will bonk. I'm serious. Alright, so Sakura Sakura Gauthier, Thomas Gauthier, Dominique Gauthier, Nathalie, Lyonnais, les quatre sœurs. Oh là là. Tomoyo, her best friend was Tiffany, very French, very French. Sonomi Daidoji, that must be her mother. Suzanne. Chloride was still Chloride. So Sakura and Chloride stay that, but Sakura's name got changed. Ariel, huh? Ariel, Anthony. Yeah, remember that. Kaho Mitsuki, I have no idea who that is. Katia Moro, very French name. Everything was French, everything was turned into French names, which makes it very funny, especially when you still have Sakura. Like, why is it Sakura, but the rest are changed? But yeah, I didn't really like, I was not aware that this was about a kid that was in primary school back then. But because, I'm sorry, but like most of those anime protagonists all look like little kids. And yeah, I don't know, it does not, okay. I only later on was aware, it was a little girl in primary school. I was not aware of that. Especially since they seemed to be talking a lot about romance. And I don't know, when I was in primary school, I was definitely not interested in romance. So, yeah, it just did not... I just did not really... was very aware of how things really, really were going. But yeah, I cracked up Captain Sakura. Well, it was cute back then. I don't know if I'm trying to watch this today, if I'll... To begin with, I believe I'm just not the target anymore. But I mean, it seemed cool, cute. It's from Clam too, so yeah, that comes with its own pitfalls. But there was Sakura. There were also, oh my god, it's gonna be so many of them that played back then. It was cute. I don't know. I'm not sure I would be rewatching this today. Even just sheer nostalgia, for sheer nostalgia. I'm not sure. Like the other day I tried watching Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon was definitely before Cardcaptor Sakura. Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon with this is all over the place. Sailor Moon was also early on. I believe probably along the same period as Dragon Ball Z, even maybe a bit earlier. I believe I've seen Sailor Moon a bit earlier than Dragon Ball Z. I was not aware it was an anime back then. And I have no recollection whatsoever of whatever episode I might have seen and whatever was happening in there. I just remember the transformation, the magical girl transformation. But yeah, the early anime, French dubbed anime, also had their own music themes, like opening themes that were It's not just the Japanese version that is redubbed in French. They made whole new musics by the team in AB Production, which was the ones that grabbed all these animes and dubbed them. So there is that. Sailor Moon, I do not remember much about it, so I really don't have anything to say. But I did try to watch Sailor Moon a little while back, and I just couldn't. I just couldn't. Like, no, I'm not the target. I'm not the target. After that, there was also Les Chevaliers du Zodiac. So that is Senseiya, but the title was Les Chevaliers du Zodiac, which is the Knights of the Zodiac in English, which is, well, not the main protagonists at all. I don't know which one is the first one. I believe I mostly saw the arc with Poseidon, the Poseidon's arc, where Athena is like praying in a room that is slowly filling up with water, and the boys are trying to get to her, stuff like that. That's what I do remember. But Senseiya, there was that, and then later on they also broadcasted the Hades chapter. But those the Poseidon chapter was dubbed in French, but the Hades chapter, when it broadcasted in that program I talked about earlier, was in the OG, like in Japanese dub, but with subtitles, with French subtitles. So that's how it went. That's the only two Senseiya arcs I've seen on TV. Senseiya seems really interesting. I'd like to, but then again, it's super long. I'm at that stage where I'm like, I'm not sure if I want to go into a very long anime anymore. One of the Hades Spectre is from Madagascar. What? Are you for real? I am gonna bonk if that is. What? Rock the Golem? The fuck is that? Well, I bet it's not like I saw the whole arcs anyway, because again, going to school, not necessarily seeing TV every time, and most of these anime and cartoons, they started airing way before I was done with school for the day, so I usually did not see some of them. Although they did keep the more serious ones for later, for the bigger kids. For the bigger kids. But yeah. Senseiya. These are the early ones. Yep. Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon, Senseiya. I believe many of the people of my generation, and even the ones a bit before, and a tiny bit later, must have seen those on TV. Maybe not later. The ones later probably saw stuff like Naruto. Naruto, it's all over the place. Naruto, I believe I did not see much of Naruto. I saw a bit of Naruto Shippuden, but not a lot of Naruto. But that's because it aired way later. As far as shonens go, I believe it goes something like, okay, the DB era, and then the successors with Naruto, One Piece, Bleach. We're gonna talk about all of that. Naruto. Where is the Naruto? Just Naruto. Why do I have Naruto Shippuden? Where is the first part Where it's just Naruto when they are gaining. Where is it? Why can I not see it? How does this site even work? Do I have to like check the manga and then see the adaptation? Related manga adaptation, there it is. Naruto, I think Naruto aired for some morning. Okay, so once the anime started to gain traction here, more TV channels started to air them too, and some of them aired Naruto for morning their morning programs, which does not work either, because back in the day we started class, I personally and many of the kids I know started class at 7 a.m. This thing was starting at around 7 a.m. So yeah, I never actually saw it. Oh, thank you very much for for the compliment. Appreciate it. I have my mama to thank for my beautiful model. Naruto tangent. Naruto. I must have seen a few episodes of it at most, and I don't even remember. It was probably during the tuning exam, but it aired in the morning, so yeah. But Naruto also started airing around the time I started to get access to internet a bit, and other people started to get access to internet. So we started to just download the episodes and resell them. And that's how I got access to some episodes of Naruto. A lot of stuff in here. I need to make this parenthesis that a lot of stuff here just arrived here because some people got their hands on it. We are not a market that exists on the international radar, so we just get things the way we can. With internet, that gets a bit better. We have access to more things thanks to the internet. But yeah, very few people compared to the majority of the population. Very few people do have access to the internet. So people get access to things the way they can, you know. And more often than not, it's through other people that have access to it that gives access to it to others with a very negligible fee. All things told, with a very negligible fee. So yeah, we talked about Dragon Ball Z, Senseiya, Sailor Moon, Cardcaptor Sakura, Naruto. Of course, if we're gonna talk about Naruto, we have to, like I said, talk about the I shouldn't have gone there. Yeah, well, Naruto was also airing on TV, so that's why. We're gonna stay with the animes that aired on TV that I remember, at least, before we go to the ones that I got during that period where I had not really much access to internet, so I bought episodes from other people, and then later on when I finally had access to internet, to try to find those episodes myself. So on TV, there were several waves, and it becomes harder and harder to remember which animes were in what waves. There was I think Shaman King aired a bit earlier, like early 2000s. Shaman King, always in French dub. Yeah, 2002. That's probably around the time I saw it too. That's impressive. That's impressive. And yes, on the subject of dubs, as much as when I started watching anime hearing anime in the original voices, and started to really appreciate how the original voices go at it, I have to admit and confess that French dub is after the Japanese dub, French dub is the superior one. I heard English dubs and it goes for more than just anime. Disney's French dub is chef's kiss. Like, honestly, it's something that I was not really aware of until later on, like really much recently. But French dub is top tier. Like I said, for me, like for anime, obviously it will always be Japanese first. But French dub is freaking top tier, and English dub is nowhere near that level. They're just so freaking good. And when I hear stuff like in Disney movies in the original English, I'm like, yeah, no. Sorry, but no. The French are always doing so much better. Maybe it's because they have a lot more experience, because they started doing it a ways back, and that English speakers did not need to do dubs until much later. Maybe, I don't know. But even then, the French dubs are always so freaking good. So yeah, if I had to choose to watch an anime, I'd watch not in JP, but I'd watch it in French. It's the Disney's that really I find freaking amazing. And yeah, it's the same people. Like you would once one actor would be voicing 50,000 characters, and that helps with the experience and the expertise, definitely. But yeah, the French dub, top tier, and by a long way too, by a long way. So yeah, back to Shaman King. So it's the one that was from the 2000s, 2001, 2002. Yeah. I must have seen it maybe a bit later. No, not exactly in 2001, 2002, but maybe a bit later. But it aired on TV. I don't know if they aired the full of it, but I did see a big chunk of Shaman King. It was cool. It was pretty cool. Like you could say standard shonen fare, but pretty cool back then. I remember we were so freaking, when I say we, me and Brova, we're so freaking annoyed by that little bitch of a character. Lizard. I don't know how it's pronounced in English, but that's how we pronounce it in French. However, they did keep the names of everyone. Like, they did not change their names. So this is the period when they started to stop changing the names. So Yo was still Yo, Hao was still Hao. But later on, I don't know why they changed it to Zeke. Why was it changed to Zeke? Is he called Zeke? I believe Zeke was the entity that took over Ao, the twin Yo's twin's body. And later on, they started to just call him Zeke, and they stuck to that. So I don't know. Anna was still Anna. Len, yeah. Amidamaru. Manta, yeah. Faust, yeah. Oro was Ororo. Horoke Usui. Isn't he nicknamed Ororo too? Uru. Yep, Uru. They did not change the names anymore in Shaman King. Ah! No! At the exception of Ryunosuke, instead of pronouncing it Ryu, they pronounced it Ryo. I don't know. Maybe they thought it would be easier on the French ears. But that's the only one I believe they changed, or at least in the main cast. At least in the main cast. Lizard was fucking. I really wanted to bitch slap that little bitch, like. But aside from that, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Like he was annoying, like legitimately so. Like the way the character is beyond the legitimately just so freaking annoying, and I just wanted to slap him. I don't know if they aired the full of it, but I believe I saw quite a big chunk. Enough to say, no, I saw enough of it. I don't remember full of it, and I think I caught the rest of the episodes on DVD or something like that. But yeah, a good piece of childhood, that one. The other ones that I mentioned earlier, I just did not see enough of them to make enough of an opinion. Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon, Senseiya. Sailor Moon, I definitely am not gonna be able to watch that. I tried, but no, I'm just way out of the target by this time. Dragon Ball Z would be nice to catch it maybe, but I just don't know if I'll ever be in the mood. Senseiya too, like I feel like everything is just, both Dragon Ball Z and Senseiya are just too freaking long. And I'm just like, yeah, well, yeah, but no. But I have to say, the thing that I found really interesting in Senseiya is I caught like an episode out of context in the middle of the whole arc. But man, they're good with the emotions. Just like just sitting watching an episode without understanding anything, it was still very gripping, and the emotions were still really much there. I think that's quite impressive. Yeah. Most of the characters, I was fine with most of the characters except Lizard. Lizard was freaking. I'm gonna slap you, and I'm gonna strangle you to death, you little piece of shit. I was not a big fan of Manta either. Manta. And in general of that like I think he's supposed to play both the best friend, but a bit too attached best friend, and kind of a mascot at the same time. And yeah, I'm not a fan of mascots anyway, so yeah. Manta was like, bleh. I have no idea about how because they made a remake later on, but yeah, I just remember the 2000 Shaman King. Pretty like standard shonen fare, and back in the day it was really nice. But back in the day we had barely any animes to watch, so I was happy with any anime that aired. Also, we had Shin-chan airing on TV too. Shin-chan. I remember when I first saw Shin-chan, I was like, nope, I'm not. First, it looks like something for the really small kids, and I was not a small kid. And the art is atrocious. That's how I saw it back then. But then I sat and actually watched an episode because it aired before the other animes I was more interested in. And so, while waiting for the other anime, might as well just stay on the channel and watch it. And turns out it's freaking hilarious. and not at all for small kids, because I'm not sure if small kids can understand the humor. But yeah, the Shin-chan was really hilarious. So in the end, I started watching it. But I believe Shin-chan is still airing to this day, right? Yeah. So yeah, I just saw, I don't remember those episodes. I just remember that I ended up liking them because they were freaking hilarious. And that's it. Shin-chan, so that Shin-chan was among those animated series that taught me, Nova, maybe from time to time you can see past the ugly art, the art that you do not like, that you find ugly, and maybe sometimes you will find some gems, and Shin-chan was one of those. And then there was also, I believe at the same time Shin-chan was airing, there's that one anime about, how's it pronounced? How's it called in English? Sextuplets? Sextuple in English. No, sextuple. Yeah, it's still sex. But I don't know. I don't know if it's. I believe it was an anime. It looked like an anime. But it was of small children. No, not the one with not the waifus. It was little kids. It was little kids, unless it was not an anime. No, they were not sextuplets. They were quintuplets. C'était des quintuplés. Mais j'ai aucune idée de comment ça se... Les quintuplés. Je sais pas, mec. Have no idea. No, not you. God fucking damn it. No, not you. I'm not gonna watch you either. Go away. It was an animation about quintuplets that were born on the 5th of May. I remember it because my birthday is the 4th of May, so God damn it. But I have no other ways to... Was it... No, not they're not Mutsugo. No, it's not Muts. It's a... wait. It's not the sextuplets. They're quintuplets. I don't know how to pronounce that. But it's not those waifus. It was actually 5 little kids. Or was it not an anime? I don't know. In that case, I believe Mega Man was an anime. There was a Mega Man. There was a Mega Man anime. It's called Rockman. It's called Rockman in Japanese. Rockman.exe. Yeah, Mega Man Anti-Warrior. This one also aired on TV back then. This one also aired on TV. I don't believe I've seen much of it, but it's just I don't remember much of it either. It's pretty much in that, yeah, little kids kind of animation. I did watch it along with Brova, but it's the kind of thing that's like, yeah, I watched it when I was a kid, but I'm not gonna watch it again. Because it came up with after Pokemon. Yeah, Pokemon was the one who started this whole, this genre of having a pet or a little companion. Mega Man is like a virtual pet, but Pokemon was the one that started it. We saw, I don't know how much of a series. I have the impression it must have been like the same few episodes just airing in a loop. And then there was that movie, the second movie. I never saw the first movie on TV, I believe, but we saw the second movie on TV. The one where he died, the one where it's Ash in English. Ah, yeah. With Pokemon, they were still changing the names. Satoshi was Sasha. Pikachu was Pikachu. Takeshi was Pierre. Rock. Kasumi was Ondine, which is a water spirit, I believe. Togepi was Togepi. I think they kind of kept to the... No. They did not keep the most of the Pokemon names. Kenji, I have no idea who you are, and I do not remember who the fuck... Kojiro. Ah! Kojiro and Musashi! I see! But in French there were James and... Wait, I don't remember. Jesse and James! James and Jesse. And then Meows was Meows, because in French the onomatopoeia for a cat's sound is meow. So they called it Meows. I don't remember much about Pokemon actually. At some point there were these very expensive snacks. Cheerios? Was it Cheerios or something like that? That from time to time, when we pleaded enough, our parents would buy for us. Had some Pokemon tags. Like little, it's not like it's little rounds that on one face it's a Pokeball, and on the other it's a Pokemon. It's a random Pokemon. We tried to collect quite a few of those. There are also quite a lot of merchandise, a lot of products that just got like even had a Dragon Ball Z or Pokemon on them that arrived here because it was so freaking popular. But there was Pokemon, and then there was Digimon. I believe we actually saw mostly the second generation. I have no idea how it's called. You know these kids in Digimon Adventure? It's the ones after them that we saw on TV. Sequel. Is this? Eh? No, it's still them. Another sequel. Digimon Adventure 2. It's these kids that we saw. There was Pokemon, there was Digimon, there was Mega Man. Those kind of... And there was Beyblade. Beyblade! All of these were still in that, like, after Dragon Ball Z period. Still, but I believe maybe those must have aired in concurrently in the US, because my god, the art is so freaking... When I look at this now, I'm like, oh my god! Yeah, that's early 2000s for you, alright. There are a lot of yeah, that's my god, Beyblade, yeah. But these must have run concurrently with the US market, because I believe the redone opening themes are the same as the US ones, just in French version. Max? Was it Max? Huh? Tyson. Ah, yeah. And I believe it was the English names, because this dude was called Tyson. But actually, it's the only name I remember. I don't remember much of it. But I know that there were Beyblades. There were... c'est quoi le nom du truc? Des toupies. Toupie in English. En anglais, c'est quoi? Spinning tops. There were a lot of spinning tops that were kind of Beyblade-like. I'm sure it's like, obviously, the real deal never arrived here, because nobody was gonna buy those expensive shits. But yeah, there were a lot of it's sure that they were counterfeit, because little kids like us were able to buy it for with our pocket money. But we did have some Beyblade like spinning tops with both and our cousins back in the day. I do remember that. We did watch a lot of these because we had nothing better to watch on TV. But yeah, these are literally just merch anime. That literally these are just these are the same category of anime, so it's literally just what's it called? Advertising. We are very long advertising. There's probably not a lot of budget going into them either. But yeah, Pokemon, Digimon, Mega Man, Beyblade. I never saw it. I never had a Pokemon game. Yeah, I need to be going there, because, like we said, these are the advertising animes. But I never saw any Pokemon game. The Pokemon is a game that released on console first, right? And we never had those consoles. We never had those games. We just knew about Pokemon from the anime, actually. Digimon, I have no idea what Digimon was. As in the source? Ah no, it was original? Oh, okay. Okay, so but yeah. But Digimon is pretty much just taking all the pages from Pokemon. So yeah. And Beyblade, like I said, some spinning tops did arrive here. Counterfeits, most likely. Yeah, nobody's gonna buy your expensive shit. So yeah. It's so freaking funny. Mega Man, never got any game of Mega Man either. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think that anyone in here has played a Mega Man. But those old Mega Man games. And then again, I don't believe it's Capcom, right? I don't believe Capcom has released any Mega Man games recently. I don't know. So yeah, those. If not for those anime, we would not have none of those IPs. So there's that, at least. Oh yeah, card games. Yeah, we did get some Pokemon cards too. But I don't really remember by what with what products. It's definitely not the overpriced TCG cards, and we didn't actually play cards, we just collected them. So yeah, that was a funny time. That was a funny period, funny era. Along with those, what also aired, there was Shaman King. All of these were all still dubbed, French dub. Ah, I forgot an oldie, Nicky Larson, which is City Hunter in the original. This is another oldie. And this has a particular story because, well, City Hunter was definitely, like, back in the day, stuff that is animated was considered to be for the kids. But City Hunter was very much not for the kids. Well, it is still a shonen, apparently. It was in Jump, right? Yeah, it's still a shonen apparently, which I find, oh, okay. It's skirting, for me, it's kind of skirting the, well, then again, I didn't actually see City Hunter. I saw Nicky Larson. Nicky Larson was the version that the AB production aired back in the day. So yeah, they brought the anime, and we're like, yeah, no, animation is for, our program is for kids, so we have to make this for kids. So they dubbed it Nicky Larson, and it's its own thing. It became its own thing. It's they make it absolutely not serious. they deliberately make light of many things that happen in the anime, and it became its own thing. And recently, like in a few years back, there was a movie, Nicky Larson, that came out of like that version, that AB production, that Club Dorothée version of City Hunter. So in the French sphere, it's its own thing. I don't remember much of it. I just know that I found he was not a very serious character. And it did not really appeal to me. So I don't, that's the amount of what I can say about this City Hunter. Oh, City Hunter is a very popular one though. City Hunter is a very popular one though. It's like if among the titles in the Jump, it's one of, it's an oldie, I can say it, but it was one of the bigger ones, I believe. At the same kind of period, there was also Cobra, Space Cobra. These, however, aired on a different channel than the one I was used to. Like, because you can see they have a more like 80s style, and probably a more serious things happening. There was Cobra, Albator, which is Harlock? Was it Harlock? Captain Herlock. Not Harlock. I have no idea what Harlock is. Herlock. Uchukaizoku Captain Herlock. Where's the adaptation? This. Albator. I believe Albator is just the French for Herlock. No? Albator is a bird. Is Herlock a bird? Or is it just a name? Ah! Captain... So no, it's not a French version of the name at all. They just gave him the name Albator. In French, it's Albator. Among the space animes, for some reason that aired back then at around the same time. No, these two used to air a bit earlier. And the last one was Capitaine Flamme. What's Capitaine Flamme in? Capitaine Flamme. Ah! This is not an anime, is it? Is it an anime or not? No, it's an anime. Captain Future? Okay. No. Yeah, no, it's not Sherlock Holmes. So it's Captain Future. I'm learning stuff too. So there were there was Cobra, space. What is it? What was it? Space Cobra. Space Cobra, Captain Hairlock, and Captain Future, that used to air to back then, like late 90s, I believe. And as always, I did not see much of them. I could catch like one little episode here and there. I was mostly interested in Captain Hairlock and Cobravo. They appealed more to me. Captain Future just looked so freaking lame to me back then. So I never actually really paid that much attention to it. Like it was there, it aired, and I was never a big sci-fi fan to begin with either. So yeah, like it. At least Captain Hairlock and it's Harlock, but Hairlock in the Japanese. At least Captain Harlock and Cobra looked interesting as characters, and whatever was happening, what I saw happening in the episode seemed interesting. Captain Future just seemed so freaking lame that I could not like, no, I can't take this seriously. And I was still, yeah, and I saw a Captain Hairlock CG movie that released in, like, was it in 2010s, something like that. I find whatever, like, I'd be interested in really understanding whatever really is happening in those animes, but again, just not enough time in my life to give to all of that. 42 episodes too, yeah. Well, at least 42 episodes is better, and this is 31. Okay, it's better than the 1,000 episodes going on with another anime we'll be talking about a bit later. But yeah, there were these. Mostly on this first part, I'm just citing all the animes I remember seeing, because I did not see enough of them to really form enough of an opinion. I believe that's what we're gonna do. And then we probably will have an episode 2 where I will be able to talk more about the ones I actually saw and what I thought about them. But right now I'm just citing everything. I'm just going through all of them. Also, that way you guys get to discover, because for example, someone did not know about City Hunter. So also that way you guys also might discover some oldie animes that used to air here that maybe you might want to check. I don't know. But yeah, early on too there was Ken le Survivant. I believe I never actually Ken le Survivant. C'est quoi déjà le nom? Ken le Survivant. Ken. Octono Ken. Yes. Actually, I don't think I ever actually saw a single episode of Hokuto no Ken. I saw a movie. But apparently on this one too, because same thing as with City Hunter, they tried to lighten things up quite a lot. And they made stupid word plays because couteau in French is knife. So they made stupid they made stupid wordplays like la technique du couteau à beurre, couteau. The couteau is nice, so they make that the knife, the butter knife, the bread knife. Technique names to lighten things up. Feast of the North Star. Oh, is that how it's called? My God. Why though? Why not just Ken? At least in French, it's Ken le Survivant, and there's the name Ken in it. Yeah, at least yeah, and I believe he was still called Ken. Kenshiro. Yeah, Ken. I don't know if all these other ones got their names changed. I believe that the chick. But it was a movie. I saw a movie. One single movie, and it kind of disgusted me because I in my memory the movie ended with like that the girl he wanted to save dying and the dude that became his friend dying. Like, I don't know, but it kind of made me go like, oh, I wasted an hour of my time watching this movie and it ends like that. It ended really bleakly, so I don't know, yeah. Fit boxing. Tangents. I'm ignoring you. So yeah, there was this. What over all the anime did I saw on TV? At least in DBZ, I don't believe they had to make that much censoring, but I'm sure in Hokuto no Ken and City Hunter they did make some censoring, because yeah, it was supposed to be a program for kids, so it wouldn't fly. The movie is a summary of the first quarter of the story, more or less. Ah, yeah. So that's what I saw. I found it like I liked it because compared to other animated series that were airing, it had a more serious feel to it. So I was more interested in it. I was interested in the stuff that looked more serious. I was always an old kid. I was always old, even when I was a kid, rather, was what I wanted to say. Okay. What over all these? Are they related? No. Do they have stuff like... recommendations. Like stuff that would have been... Yeah, we talked about Senseiya, Dragon Ball Z. No. Yeah, well, we'll leave it at that. If I remember another oldie, it will come up eventually. Okay, so we talked about Shaman King, all the merchandising animes. What else? What other anime aired before they started to really make programs dedicated to anime? None come to mind, so we're gonna talk about the animes that I saw airing on that program dedicated to animes. So that's a period when, well, more animes than the ones that we got trickling from La France, because we started getting animes with the OG voices, but with French subtitles. We talked about Naruto that came at around that time. Obviously, when talking about Naruto, we have to talk about the other two that ran concurrently and were considered the successors to DBZ. So One Piece, I actually only watched One Piece way later though. Like, I saw it a bit on TV airing back then. I don't know. Maybe they aired something like the first season. and it was in it was the French dub. Back then, because I started to actually hear the animes in the OG JP, I started cringing when I was listening to the French dub because of the way they pronounce the names. But yeah, One Piece, I believe probably something like the first season aired back then on TV, and then I caught most of the episodes from the friends landing their own DVDs and stuff like that, and then checking it out for myself on the internet. But I personally ended at around no, not around. The last arc I saw was the Big Mom one, so I haven't seen the rest. At this stage, no spoilers, huh? But at this stage, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to actually catch up to it, if I have the strength to. And I know I just will not be interested in checking the manga because, to begin with, I always have a hard time understanding whatever's happening when I read a manga, because of the way it's. I just have a hard time. Because it's all in black and white, the way it's paneled and all of that, and I just don't understand. It's just hard for me. It's a visual storytelling, but it's hard for me especially when it comes to the combat scenes. So I prefer watching animes for that reason. And plus, anime does have voice acting, so yeah. One Piece is a big piece. It's a gigantic piece. At this stage, I believe nobody will be satisfied once it actually ends. If and when it eventually ends, because it's been more than 20 years. It's gonna go on its 30th year before it ends, I believe. At this stage, it's like, I don't know. There were some really strong arcs. There were some really weak arcs. I've seen enough of it to say, but because it ended, I cannot give a final say. I cannot say that I completely gave it up, but I did get fatigued after a while. I should have marked all those animes I talked about. I should have marked all of those. Oh no! Yeah, I'll need to mark. What do I add though? Do I add watching? What do we have? Watching completed, on hold, drop, plan to watch. On hold. I should have marked all these animes. I'm so stupid. No, it's not about reading from right to left. It's really just I have a hard time understanding for the manga. It's really just I have a hard time understanding whatever's happening. One Piece is just too big of a piece for me to really say. Like, I liked a ton of things. A ton of things annoyed me when it comes to the anime, especially the more it went, the more the actual episode became short. Like, as in, they had very long summary sections, and so the whatever actual action in the actual episode became really short. And yeah, like, we say fukuzatsu na kimochi, a complicated feeling. I have a complicated feeling when it comes to One Piece. Like, it's not a negative feeling, but at the same time, it's not all positive. I don't know. We'll see when that one ends. Concurrently, there was Bleach. Bleach, I believe, also aired on TV, but it was at a stage where I was starting to just stop watching TV. So Bleach, I mainly got it from CDs. DVDs. Watched it from there, and I got to know about Bleach from that program I told you about earlier, the one that was dedicated to animes and mangas. And what little part I saw of it seemed really hilarious, and I was really much yeah, if it has cool actions and if it's hilarious, I'll check it out. And plus, I mean, look at this design. Tite Kubo really knew how to design. He has such a style, man. Most of his characters look so freaking good. Like, oh man, they are so well designed. So yeah, Bleach. I watched Bleach like from the first season up to I didn't up to when the Aizen arc ended, and I did not all of them all of it. Like, I believe probably some episodes in there I must have skipped, mainly the I was gonna say mainly the the spin-offs, but then again I wasn't aware there were spin-offs. So in truth, I might have watched all of them actually. I don't remember. But Bleach was really nice. Was really nice. There are some weak parts, but it was really nice. I did not watch the Fullbringer arc because after the whole Huecomundo with Aizen stuff, I was like, yeah, no, it ended. For me, it ended. And so I was not interested in the Fullbringer arc at all. I don't know what I should add here. Completed? Not really, because I believe the Fullbringer arc is still supposed to be in there. So not completed. Maybe dropped, but yeah, maybe dropped. But I don't remember at what episode, whatever. But I'll try to catch up with the Sennenkes Senhen, the thousand year blood war. Especially since it comes with nowadays quality of graphics, basically. So yeah, no, definitely will check that out. Okay. Oh, definitely. I don't know if definitely is the word, but I'd like to check that out. Along with that, also, what else? There was Love Hina, I remember clearly because it was the very first anime I saw. It aired on TV on that program I told you about. That was in the original Japanese dub. Japanese voice, and it was my very first time hearing Japanese. And I remember when I first heard it, I was like, wait, is that how Japanese sounds? Because I never heard Japanese before that. I don't know, I believe I must have thought that it would sound like something like Chinese with a lot of ong sounds, but no, not at all. Actually, it's very close to my language. But it was so freaking funny because the syllables that I heard could make up some words in my own language that are just ridiculous. So I remember the first time I heard it, I was like, what? But then I got used to it, and yeah, no, I prefer watching it in the original in JP, especially since I'm learning it too. Love Hina! I think I probably must have seen just a few episodes here and there. I'm just gonna add it because it's there, but like, yeah, I don't know if I actually saw. There's no option to say. I just skimmed through it. Maybe I'll put it in dropped, but like, yeah. It's well, it's a harem shonen. Is it a shonen? Demographic? Yeah, definitely a shonen. I have nothing to say about it. It's a harem anime. That should summarize it well. But yeah, such a thing aired, and because it was anime, I kind of watched it. Nowadays, like, if I saw this today, I wouldn't watch it. But yeah, it's very much. Look at this. Look at this thing. It's very much that early 2000 aesthetic. Ah yeah, 2000, yeah. Late 90s, early 2000. Not even late 90s, early 2000. Early 2000. Ah, but if it was in 2000, it was pretty much visionary. Because that whole decade was about this this kind of style. There was Love Hina. I also saw we talked about Dragon Ball Z, but there was also Dragon Ball GT. Dragon Ball GT that aired too back then. This is the only sequel of Dragon. Like, I haven't seen Dragon Ball. I only saw Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball GT. Actually, I believe I must have seen most of it. But back then, when it aired on TV, it was only like the first part, and it was really boring. So freaking boring. But the later arcs are much more interesting. So yeah. Like, well, I watched it because it was Dragon Ball. Because it was supposed to be a sequel to Dragon Ball Z. But it's not canon. I only knew later that it was not canon, but yeah. That was I'd say I completed it probably. I'm not able to rate it because it was a while ago. And more. Along with yeah. I think I also saw the OVA with Broly, yeah, in Dragon Ball Z. I saw some of these OVAs. That's most of my experience with Dragon Ball Z. GT was super annoying at first, super boring, but the later arcs actually were much more interesting. There was the whole arc with the Dragon Balls getting corrupted and spawning dragon entities, all of them. And there's the one that Gohan, his adoptive grandfather gave to him, that in the end kind of became their body, because it was that one Dragon Ball. But I believe he ended died. I don't know anymore. I don't even remember anymore. But the later arcs were much more interesting. The whole arc with what's the name of this thing? That little thing. Ah, yeah. Plus there was Gigi. Gigi was its name in the French dub. Giru. So freaking annoying. I never liked mascots, and that one is just so freaking annoying. I don't remember what the name. The two fools. But the last of the two fools. It was interesting. The whole two fools arc and the Dragon Ball arc was interesting. But early on it was the baby. But early on it was just so freaking annoying. So freaking boring. What else? We talked about that. We also talked about what other anime do I remember airing back then? Wait, did I not add it to my list? Do I have to refresh? Ah, yeah, okay. There was also God, Guyver. There was Guyver. Guyver the bio boosted armor. Bio. Yes, this one. This one. I did sing the ending of this show on karaoke at some point. Guyver the bio boosted armor. Yeah, I finished this one. The whole because it was that single. Nowadays a season is considered something like 12. No, not even now. Yeah, 12 episodes. I did it like a single season. Unfortunately, even the manga never got finished. Apparently, someone on stream told me that the mangaka became a dentist. Something like that. So yeah, this will never get finished. The manga will never get finished. The last episode ended on something like, there's gonna be some big things, promising some big things. But yeah, it was pretty interesting. Like I know we liked it with Brover. The main protagonist, Kamachi Sho, was kind of he's just a believable high schooler, I'd say. Just a lambda guy, you know. There was some characters that were super annoying, but what anime doesn't? In any anime I watch, there is always gonna be at least one character that I find. So yeah, whatever. It was pretty nice. I'm really sad that it will never get finished. Plus, it has cool shonen. Honestly, I'm sad that it will never get finished. There was Guyver. What other anime aired back then? We talked about Senseiya, the Hades chapter. There was also my god, it's so hard trying to remember those things now. There are so many animes too. Damn. Why am I unable to remember any now? Devilman. Ah, yeah. Well, it's probably more or less the same era. Cause this is. Wait. Published to April 2016. Really? Oh yeah. 85. Yeah, it was 80 mangas, you know. So yeah, makes sense. What other animes did I see on TV? I think there was this one anime, Buso Rankin. Buso Rankin, yes. I barely saw any episodes of it, but I saw it airing a bit. I saw it passing by, you know. I'd say it's pretty much, yeah, mid 2000s shonen fare. I don't think it had that much going on. It's just yeah, it was there. No, it's well rated. Well, decently rated. I'm gonna put it on drop because yeah, but it's gonna be like that. Busan Rankin, I barely saw anything of it, and it was also on a channel I wasn't used to watch animes on, so yeah. But like I said, as time went, those channels just started to add animes to their stuff. Oh, there was Booba anime. What's it called? The Big Bear of Talak. I later learned that this was the Big Bear. This was of Talak. See? I later learned that it was actually an anime. Seitan Dobutsuki Kuma no Ko Jackie. Jackie? Jackie was his name. Why was he called Booba in French? They called him Booba. What? My God, this is an oldie. Late 70s. 77. My God. This aired a bit too. Not actually like among the oldies, but a bit later on morning programs for little kids. I remembered it. I need to mark this. Oh, this is so freaking funny. I remember this one. There was also Lupin the Third. Lupin the Third. But I don't know why, but I absolutely did not like it. Just the aesthetic and the way the character looked, and I was just like, no. So I'm just mentioning it because I remember it aired on TV, but I never actually tried to watch it. Did it air on TV? Or I might just... No, at this point it's a big mess in my brain. Did it air, or was it just presented on that that program? No, I feel like it aired. Talking about animes that aired on that program, there was also Macross STF. I don't know which Macross it was. It was not. It was an early one. The one with Min Mei. Ah, it's this one. It's the very first one. Macross, this one. Yeah. French dubbed. This I thought it's so freaking annoying because it was kind of more of a soap opera, honestly. I don't remember what was the plot, but I remember that there was this girl, Min Mei, that this dude was in love with, and he kept pining after her, and well, she was like, no, but we're just friends. And then later on, he started to get interested in another woman and ended up with her, and then Min Mei was like, oh, but I love you. And, freaking hell, man! It is freaking soap opera! Yeah, I saw this. Some episodes of this. My God, it was so freaking annoying. Yeah, no, they aired all the 36 episodes, I believe, because I saw it ending on that. I'm like, yeah, no, now he's with that other girl. But Min Mei was still Min Mei, but this guy Ichijo Hikaru was Rick. And Misa was Lisa. Like Lisa, basically. So yeah, they changed the names again. Yeah, it's that period. But yeah, that's what I remember about this thing. It was freaking soap opera. And I was like... Why did I watch it? Because it was anime. It was airing during that program that I was very interested in. So yeah, I watched it because I did not want to miss the rest of the program. God fuck damn. My God, soap opera. This is the only Macross I saw. So that's what, when I hear the name Macross, this is what I associated with. Not very great memories. At the same period, well, I don't know if it was the same period or not, but within the same program was also Fruit Basket, the one from the 2000s. I saw a bit of it. I believe this one did its own thing after a while because the manga was not yet finished, and oh God, this art. This is what it looked like! My God! Ah, yeah! Yeah! Ah, la 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 la. Oh my... What, it had 2 seasons? Well, what I saw ended on Kyo... Yeah, they stopped changing the names. So that's this one this one came at the time when they stopped changing the names for the French dub. I didn't like Toru. Toru is that kind of archetype I really did not like. The Genki. Oh yeah, no, look at this. The Genki airheaded girl doesn't do it for me. So I didn't like it much because there was Toru in it. It might have been interesting. But yeah, whatever. Plus, I believe Seksa was voicing Kyo. Oh yeah. Ah! And Inoue Kazuhiko is this is the dude that voices Kakashi Sensei. And Seksan voices so many characters. I know he voices Gilgamesh in Fate. Maybe that's a prominent role you would know enough. I don't know. But yeah. Furuba was just for me because it's Toru. And because of that, I associated shoujo like, yeah, no, it's not my thing. In the end, it's not so much the demographics that's the problem. It's just some of them are just too bleh for me. It's just yeah, no, I'm not that kind of girl, kind of thing. After that, there was my goddess too. Nice. The memories are slowly we are unraveling Amegami-sama. We are slowly unraveling those memories. I don't know if it's this one. Yeah, no, probably. Oh, but wait, the art looks really good, though. Yeah, no, this is Blu-ray box version, so it's already much better. But my goddess, I saw this one too. It was French dubbed too, but also they did not. I believe they did not change the names much anymore. Belle Dundee was Belle Dundee, so yeah. It's Inoue Kikuko. I see. There's Noto Mamiko in here too. Okay. Noto Mamiko is well, kind of like the first generation of the waifu voice, you know? When I say waifu voice, it's the same kind of voice as Hayami Saori. And then later on there was also Uedarena. When you listen to them, their voices are really close. Like when they voice that kind of, they have that kind of archetype character. It's very close. I just remember that it was so. What's this term in English? Mièvre. It's the mièvre. Cutesy? Huh? Really? No, but mièvre has a negative consonance to it. Sickly. Just so sickly sweet. It made me go bleh. Bleh. Not in a good way. Like there are some stuff that are so freaking cute that you kind of want to punch something, you know? But it's not that kind. It's the kind that just makes me go bleh. No. But that it, I was just not for demographics, okay? It's just wait, it's seinen. I was just not the target. It's seinen. It's not even shoujo or shonen. It's seinen. It's male young adults. My God. Okay. That means it's supposed to have more serious themes usually. My God. Okay. After that, what else? What else aired? There were so many of those animes, but I right now I seem to not be able to remember most of them anymore. It does not want to come out, so let us try to go towards the next period, as in the transitionary one, when I started to when internet was starting to really arrive here and people were able to grab episodes of animes where they could. So among those, and then they they sold it in DVDs. Among the ones that I was really interested in checking, and I bought some DVDs to watch them, was Full Metal Alchemist, the 03 one. We started with the 03 one. I remember it very distinctly, just like it was yesterday. It was I believe would be the equivalent to summer break in other countries. Like it's the big break between when you go when you ended a grade and you are on a break before you enter in a higher grade. We sat down with Brova, started it up, and we watched like the first episode, the second. It was late at night, and we were like, no, keep going, and we ended up staying up all night or almost all night watching it. It was that gripping. 03 has its flaws. Not the least being that it was made at a time when the manga was not yet finished, so it went and did its own thing after a while. And personally, I find its own thing not good. Just not good. I remember when we arrived towards the end, I was like, yeah, so that's okay. So that's it, yeah, okay. But then later I learned that it was actually not what actually was happening in the manga, and watched Brotherhood and okay, all right, we have to go there. We have to say it. That yeah, no. Objectively speaking, Brotherhood is just you cannot say that this is better than Brotherhood. Like objectively speaking, no. Brotherhood has its flaws, obviously, especially the first part, because Brotherhood comes on the tail of this one. Brotherhood released in what is it? You can say that you like this one better, but you cannot say that it's better than Brotherhood. No, that's just factually wrong. On all accounts, it's just factually wrong. That was 9. Yeah, Brotherhood came on the tail of this one. It's not been long enough that people that have seen it will forget. The first part is just weak compared to all three. All three takes a lot of time, place just in story and story just un story en anglais. What is un story? Establishing everything. Brotherhood skips on those stuff to get to the meat of where it ended. Where the story was supposed to continue in all three. So yeah, both have their weaknesses, but to be all three just has too much weaknesses. I'm not rewatching all three anymore. The thing is, it makes it sad because ultimately there is no actual really good from beginning to end adaptation of Full Metal Alchemist. Because it would be something like taking a bit of the first part of 03 and the rest of Brotherhood, but that's just, yeah. But yeah, many people have sung the praises of Full Metal Alchemist. It's a very different shonen from what I was used to seeing. It packs a punch. It's just so good. And yeah, definitely check it out if you haven't. Definitely check it out if you haven't. I don't know if I would never give anything a 10 out of 10. Just out of principle, because nothing is ever gonna reach that. 10 out of 10 means there is nothing more to improve on, and that is just sad. I will never give anything a 10. I'd definitely give something between 8 and 9 to Brotherhood, I believe. Maybe something of a 7 to all three. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. Actually, I'm gonna rate it. A good to all three, and maybe. What does it say here? No, nah, masterpiece. No, great. Well, the first part of Brotherhood is weak for sure, but the rest is just so freaking good that I think it makes up for it. So yeah, I'd give it a great. That's a great honor. Yes. After that, we checked Bleach with Brova. We started Bleach, which I believe I've already. Yeah, I started. I put it on drop, but yeah, I stopped it there. And then there was Blood Plus. Blood Plus was very much one of those games. One of those animes that I was the one who wanted to watch them. And one of those things that Brova would tell you, yep, that's the kind of thing Nova would watch. I discovered it through that program that I talked about earlier, and I found it really freaking cool. So I wanted to check it out. And yeah, I have like fond memories of watching it. Definitely there was stuff that was kind of and a lot of things that were kind of annoying. But I have like I have good memories associated with it, as it was actually pretty nice. I wouldn't give it an 8 though. Like, it was pretty nice and I liked it, but it was weak on many points, and I believe there were some parts that were just like would have gained from being explored more, maybe. But a pretty nice one. I'd like to rewatch this one of these days, just to see, just to compare to what my memories of it were, and what it is now if I watch it now with my eyes now. But I really liked this one. Plus, it's Konishi Katsuyuki and Kitamura Eri. Yoshino, Yoshino-san. That would be quite an interesting. Oh, Fujiwara-san. That would be quite an interesting one. Yeah, we'll talk about. We'll have a Seiyu episode another day. After that, what else did we check out? What other anime did we check out in that period? Did we buy? Didn't really get to grab that many animes back then. Until a bit later. Those were the ones I remember the most, and then there was some random anime that we got on a bundle. The thing back then was like you go to those now what's happening now? Why are we dropping frames? Literally, I'm not doing anything. It's just my model moving a bit. Okay, whatever. On the topic of like, there were some shops. Basically, I believe even to this day that's how it will. That's how it works for most people. Basically, they grab those episodes, and you pay for the CD on which you're gonna grab them on. Basically, it's like something like that. So we got a ton of animes on random bundles like that. There was an anime titled Myself Yourself. Now I remember that one. I remember that I saw this one. And I remember that it was kinda heavier than expected. I think it's from a visual, it's an adaptation from a visual novel. I don't remember what happens, but I know I was first, I don't remember exactly all that happens, but there was there was some heavy stories, heavy themes about some suicide attempts and depression, and it kind of stuck with me a bit. The feeling that left on me, which is just normal because I unbeknownst to myself, I was suffering from it too. So yeah, I don't know if it's very much 2007. It's very much 2000, like the style, the art style. Yeah, probably because the visual novel probably released at around that time, maybe early 2000s. so that's why. An interesting one. I just remembered it randomly. I know I also... What other anime of that kind did I... Drama romance. I see. Yeah, no, it was very drama heavy. Ah! Clanad! I watched Clanad too. But a bit, yeah, no? Around that same period. Clanad really surprised us with Brova, with how it goes hilarious one moment and just tear-jerking the next. I've never watched the second season, nor am I sure I want to. But yeah, pretty solid. It's a visual novel too, but yeah, no, I'm not going through that. What else? Ah! Code Geass. Code Geass is also among that. Actually, before Code Geass, I should have talked about another anime, but yeah, let's go with Code Geass for now. These ones I actually finished. Code Geass and the second season are 2. I really liked it. Actually, I liked it more than this one, which is usually the one like you say like, if you want to experience anime like really in all its quirkiness, watch Death Note. I finished Death Note, but I know I watched the whole of it, but I know I don't remember anything after spoiler alert, anything after L dies. Vaguely, but it was just not as gripping anymore. So yeah, I prefer Code Geass. I put the 2 in the same kind of category, because the protagonist that plays a whole mind game kind of thing, not necessarily a very strong fighter or what, but more a mind game kind of character. Code Geass I really liked. I really liked this one. But I don't know if I was to... But in Code Geass, there was this... like... Karen was super annoying. And Shirley, oh my god! My god! Usually, Brova would be like, that's your favorite character. Sarcastically, because I think he must have never heard me hate on a character this much. At the very least, if I was to make a tier list of the annoying characters that I absolutely hated, she would definitely be sitting up high in there. Because, I don't know, it's just, oh my god. Plus it was something like, there was something like, there was a video that made fun of it that I saw. I was like, you're fucking annoying. When your father dies, you want me to kiss you. When you die, you want me to kiss you. Shirley, if I make a tier list of most annoying characters to me, you will sit in there, high and mighty at the top. Okay, there was Code Geass. What else? What else did I watch? There was this other anime that kinda had the same kind of theme. Nabari no O. This one, however, I don't remember if I actually saw it to the last episode. I barely remember anything about it. But it has kind of a same kind of theme, maybe? As Code Geass, as in... No, not really. Not at all. Maybe the same kind of feel? No, there are no mecha. Why do I remember this anime? I don't know. I remember that I watched it. I do not remember that whatever happens in it. I must have seen it full. If it's just 26 episodes, I must have seen it in full. But among animes, it's like, okay, the ones you remember, you saw. The ones you do not remember, you saw. Among the ones you remember, you saw, they're the ones you remember what happens. So little, but remember what happens. So it all, but do not remember anything. And this goes into that pile. I saw it all, but man, if I remember. Oh, he's voiced by Kogimiari. I see. Oh, there's Tsuda-san, Space-san, Hino-san, Namikawa, Nobu. My God, I need to like recheck this a bit one of these days. I must still have the CDs somewhere. Or just check it, probably on YouTube, maybe there's some. I don't know, but my God! I remember I watched this. I don't remember anything that happened. The funny things. We should be able to like make a pile of all these animes. Shit. I should have started with that. Yeah, no, it's fine. What else? After I think we can start talking about animes I actually really watched. That we already studied anyway. And that I actually kind of remember. Among them must have been shit. What's the title of that anime that has Taiga and Ryuji? Taiga and Ryuji are the name of the main protagonists. And it starts with them both having a crush on someone else and wanting to and helping each other try to appeal to those crushes, but then obviously they're gonna end together. What's it called again? I can't remember. I can't remember the title. If I type Taiga, are you gonna? Oh my God! What is wrong with you, Taiga? There she is. It was Toradora! Here it is, Toradora. Wait, it was just 25 episodes! It felt longer than that. Toradora was pretty nice. Among those romance anime that I did not mind at all. School romance anime, but I did not mind at all. Pretty nice this one. With Kugimiari. Majima Junji Ayano. Don't know this one. Ho-chan, yeah. Kitamura Eri, yeah. Nojima Hirofumi. Not sure. Ohara Sayaka. Yeah! His mother was voiced by Ohara Sayaka. Yoshiro-san again. Who is this? Tanakari. Oh, there's Tanakari. Is that the professor? Yeah, I don't remember most of the characters. But it was pretty nice. Pretty nice, Dora Dora. If I had to rate it, I'd put it at an... I'd have to like take time to remember everything, but yeah, pretty nice. After we watched Dora, I don't remember if it was after we watched Dora Dora or before, but it was the same kind of period. I was also Maid-sama? Kaijo wa Maid-sama. Where's the... Why are you... there it is. This is much later, yeah. This is much later. Kaijo wa Maid-sama. I really like this one too. I really like this one too. And Usui was one of those I would like... I'd consider the first time I was like, oh, husbando. Like really, the first time I'd have like a type in an anime that I'd consider husbando. Usui was the first one that really registered in my brain, I believe. Yeah, man. Way later. Way later. Because I don't remember if there was any character in an anime before that I would consider a husbando. As in, okay, the character is cool, but I do not have any... I do not consider them in any potential appealing light. As in, obviously they are how do you call it? I'm not parasocial. Obviously they are what's the word? I can't speak anymore. Imaginary characters, but like it's the ideal, yeah, it's kind of more the ideal kind of thing to it. And Rusi was the very first one I would have considered in that husbando pile. The dude is so smooth, and Nobu voices him so well too. So freaking smooth. I really liked it, and I even went as far as try to read the manga, because it was so, I usually do not like I said, I usually do not like reading manga over watching anime, but because the anime just adapts a small part of the manga, I went and read the manga. It was really nice. It was really nice. I really liked that one. Actually, I should also mark the manga. A shoujo I actually liked. that's the way I saw it back then. Now I'm just like, yeah, well, you cannot like everything or dislike everything. Again, there's bound to be some you like in there, but it's just a matter of you finding that little gem. And then after Kaicho, well, it was definitely after Kaicho. I started to like, with Brova, we started to like try to watch. It was like, those romance animes are actually pretty nice sometimes. Maybe we can find more like that. So we started to try to find more of those. In that pile, I would cite Wotakoi. Wotaku ni koi wa muzakashi. Yeah, this one much later. Really nice too. Plus, yeah, well, it does have like things are happening chronologically, but I can also just jump in and watch random episodes, and it's always a good time. What else? There's also Blend S. different. The opening for this anime, I believe, has become such a big meme. Smile, sweet, smoke weed every day, kind of thing. Like, okay, I don't know, but yeah, Blend S, hilarious. Blend S has the Blend S has the what's it called? The advantage of having a character voiced by my favorite seiyuu. So there's that. I believe around that time, that's when I finally discovered my favorite, well, it's not my favorite anime, it's my favorite manga, with my favorite character in there. Akatsuki no Yona. It's not my favorite anime because it's an anime that just stopped like earlier. Like it's finished. It had a single season that adapts the manga well. But that's it. And then they added 2 OVAs, and that's it. And of all animes that I watched, this is the one that I wish they would pick it up again. Someone would pick it up again and continue the adaptation, because this is my favorite manga with my favorite character of all time in there. And this is how my whole love for Mai no Tomoaki started, because I loved Hack so much. And then I was like, oh, who voices him? Oh, nice. And then I hear his voice somewhere else. Oh, nice voice. Oh, that's the voice of my favorite character. And then it just became a loop. When I hear his voice, I am happy. And I check out everything he does, because I just Pavloved myself into when I hear his voice, I'm happy. It's a funny thing. So now I know where it started, but at the same time, after that, it becomes something like I have no idea if I like this character because it's voiced by him, or I like him because he voiced this character. No, I liked Mai no Tomoaki because he voiced Hack first, but the rest of the characters he voices, I never know really. that I happen to really like, and I'm like, I don't know if it's just because it's him who voices them, but yeah. No, but I think it's not that. Like, there are some characters that he voiced that I don't necessarily like. Like, for example, the one from Blend S. I'm just like, it's hilarious because it's such a pathetic kind of character. It's not at all. It does not have anything to do with Hack, who is cool, freaking cool, and mischievous. This character is just kind of pathetic. So I do not like this character, but for himself. But he's voiced by Maeno, and it's so freaking funny hearing him voicing a pathetic character. But this is where it all started. This is where my love for Maeno started, and this is the time when I was really starting to like check out, okay, who voices what character, and I really started to get familiar with them and remember their names, and I started to just check seiyuu content. This is where it all started. Everything started with Akatsuki no Yona, and I really wish someone would just pick it up again to continue the adaptation, because this is such a freaking good story. It starts with something like, oh, it's probably gonna be whatever, kinda. But the character development is so freaking good. There is character development, there is a whole fun family theme, there is romance later on. Like, God, this is so good. There is action, cool action. This is so freaking good. It's not perfect, but it's just like my favorite, like how Final Fantasy VIII is my favorite Final Fantasy. It's like, sure, it has its flaws here and there probably, but it just hits right, and it's just so good in my eyes. And even not in my eyes, like honestly, if you look it with critical eyes, you can still see. No. It's well written. Those characters are well written. So yeah, this is my favorite. I say manga because it's in the manga, but like what the anime adapts is just like the tip of the iceberg. But going forward with going on with the manga, what is happening? Is the stream still okay? Why are we losing so much frames? Wow. Well, is it because no, I don't know. Yeah, but this is the center of this is the center of everything that became Nova's otaku mode later on. I wish that someone would just pick up and continue adapting the manga, because I want to, I think they have some city dramas, but I just do not have access to those. I swear, if I had the opportunity, I would buy the whole collection, but it's pretty much I feel like it's I don't know where I could find that. Don't know where I could find that, because it's I feel like it's one of those things that are just available to Japanese, and that's in Japan. That's it. I'm really sad about that, because I want to continue hearing the voices. But yeah, from here, man, from here I don't know where to go. There must have been quite a lot of animes that I've watched. There are quite a lot of animes that I've watched, or I had the opportunity to like just glimpse here and there. But from here, I have no idea where to go. As in, I don't remember any title after this. No. Not I don't remember. Ones that I remember seeing recently and I really liked. Let's go with that. Cool Danji. Cool Danji. Who is it? Cool Doji Danshi. So I said it in it like sometimes we're losing frames. We're dropping frames. I don't know why I don't know why. Okay. Starting from here, the tangents are kind of okay, because right now my brain is like, I don't remember, Nova. You watch too many animes for me to remember. So from here, I'm just gonna try to throw in some of the animes I remember, and you guys can start talking about animes related to that, maybe that you would recommend or that you really liked. Let's stay with that first, and then we're gonna go with the ones that we really disliked or we were disappointed in. But yeah, Cool Doji Danshi. So I said it on some streams, but nowadays I'm just in search of Yashiki. Yashi is the healing factor, you know. I just want the soothing ones. Cool Doji Danshi is just the little slice of life. Yashiki. And is voiced by a great cast because you have Ume-chan in there, Kobayashiaki, Uchi, Kobayashiaki, whom I call Baby Uchi because he just takes after Uchi's voice. Furukawa Makoto, Okitsu-san. Just great voices. Just great voices. It's healing. It's soothing. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I can watch it. And it's about clumsy dudes. No, not clumsy. Some of them are clumsy, but it's mostly airheaded dudes. But the kind that just makes you go, yes, I'm being soothed. I'm busy nowadays. I'm like, but all the drama and the action is cool from time to time, but most of the time I just want a chill things to watch, and it just hits right. Cool doji danshi. Another Iyashiki I saw recently is the shit, I don't remember the name of the family. Yuzuki-san. Yuzuki-san chi no 4 kyōdai. Every time I see something about siblings, it just hits so close to me. I love seeing wholesome siblings. This is about a family of these four brothers who just lost their parents recently, and the eldest is taking care of them. And God, is it so... It's soothing, but at the same time there are some very heart-wrenching moments. It speaks about, like, it's all family themes, and it speaks about how it's hard for middle childs, because eldest childs usually would have had maybe enough time being spoiled by their parents, and youngest ones would always be spoiled by their parents, but the mid child, especially if there are barely any any time between them and their younger sibling, usually are neglected, stuff like that. And it talks about all the worries of the eldest child, of the middle child, of the youngest child. It's just so freaking good. It just makes my heart go, oh. I love it. I loved it. Why are we dropping frames this much? I don't understand. Literally, we're not doing anything either. I don't get it. It keeps going up and down and up and down and up and down, and I don't know. I don't know what's happening. The rain is falling outside, but that's not at all an that's not at all an explanation. Are we still live? Yeah, we're still live. Okay. But we're still live. What other anime did I watch recently that I really liked? And that I will remember? There was level 99 level Yamada kun to level 9の恋をする. So this is more romance. It was pretty nice. It was pretty nice. I liked this one too. And well, the manga is not yet finished, but the manga does explore their relationship. Like the anime is about how they got together. Well, no, not really how they got together, as in that's the end game, but it's not. Yeah, no, but then again, no, it is very much what it is about. But the thing is, it starts with the girl. The premise is she has been dumped, and she's trying to mend her heart from that. And then it continues on some wholesome little things happening, not just between the two of them, but with the other people around them too. Oh, pretty nice. The manga is still not finished. And it goes more into how their relationship progresses, which I find really nice, because so many of those animes are just about, or mangas are just about how a couple gets together and it ends there. Like, give me that domestic bliss, please. More of that. There's that too. Where is that? That is also soothing. Give me more of that. We probably need to, before next episode, we probably need to like try to categorize. Okay, today we're gonna talk about shonen. Themes. What themes or what genre? Because going at it full on like this is so freaking daunting. I keep dropping frames. I don't know whatever is happening. What the heck is happening? We're on a 30 FPS 3K BPS. What? I don't understand. It's probably my connection. Or is there something? Is there someone doing something in the background? Or is there a software in the background that's taking up my bandwidth? My model is stuttering from time to time. Yeah, it's because we are losing a ton. We're dropping a ton of frames for some reason, but I don't know why. Maybe there's something to do with my. It's something to do with my connection. Maybe there's something wrong with my connection right now. I don't. We've dropped a ton of frames. And it keeps dropping. No, now it stopped. Now it stopped, but like, yeah. I don't know what's happening. At least it stopped dropping frames now. At least it stopped dropping frames now, but I don't know why. The tensions are fighting back. Well, now since I can't seem to remember all the animes I watched. It is your turn, guys, to share what animes you've watched. Let's say, for example, in the shonen department, what were animes that really marked your, I don't know, your childhood, or that really stayed with you? Let's say, for example, let's start with that. But plus with the whole my connection is dropping, or I don't know, everything just poofed out of my head. So yeah, now I've lost my thread. The tensions really were fighting back, and they won. The tangents really were fighting back and won. So yeah. So what are there animes not among the ones I talked about, or among the ones I talked about, that you guys shonen, let's start with shonen, that you guys that has really marked you guys' minds, have really stayed with you, maybe, or something, or some shonens that you feel like really need mentioning? Ginga Nagareboshi Gin was a big one in Nordic countries. Ginga Nagareboshi. Let's see. Ginga Nagareboshi. Gin. Nagareboshi Gin. Ha! Torage. No, this does not look familiar at all. I'm discovering it. Having born a brindle, Torage, or tiger-striped Akita, Gin Silver, named after his fur color, is destined to become a successful bear hunting dog. However, when he witnesses his father's death at the hands of a man-eating demon bear, Akakabuto, he is chosen above his siblings to become his father's successor and defeat the monstrous bear that terrorizes his home village. As Akakabuto gathers his own allies, Gin must travel across Japan in search of dogs to join him in an all-out war of dog versus bear. Wow! No, I can say confidently that I've never seen this thing. Chances are it never aired on our TVs. Very interesting. Alright, okay. Your big three will be Hokuto no Ken, Dragon Ball, and Saint Seiya. Yeah. Those ones at least I know of and we've talked about. Talking about that, Let's read the synopsis, because I just went over them earlier. But like, what synopsis do they give about this? In the year 19 something, after being betrayed and left for dead, brave-hearted warrior Kenjiro wanders a post-apocalyptic wasteland on a quest to track down his rival Shin, who has kidnapped his beloved fiancée Yuria. Ah, okay. They call her Julia in French. It's like Julia. Kinda close enough. During his journey, Kenjiro makes use of his deadly fighting form, Hokuto Shinken, to defend the helpless from bloodthirsty ravagers. It isn't long before his exploits begin to attract the attention of greater enemies, like warlords and rival martial artists, and Kenjiro finds himself involved with more than he originally bargained for. Faced with ever-increasing odds, the successor of Hokuto Shinken is forced to put his skills to the test in an effort to take back what he cares for most. And as these new challenges present themselves and the battle against injustice intensifies, namely his conflict with Shin and the rest of the Nanto Seiken school of martial arts, Kenjiro is gradually transformed into the savior of an irradiated and violent world. Wow! Okay. Okay. Let's see. Dragon Ball. What synopsis do they give to Dragon Ball? Dragon Ball, not Dragon Ball Z. Let's start with Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Super Broly. I think I saw that one. Dragon Ball. The one that I never saw air in here. Goku. What? Goku-san? It's literally Son Goku! Cause it's from Sun Wukong in Chinese. And it's pronounced Son Goku in Japanese. Come on. Goku-san. It's Son Goku, come on. Is a young boy who lives in the woods all alone. That is, until a girl named Bulma runs into him in her search for a set of magical objects called the Dragon Balls. Since the artifacts are said to grant one wish to whoever collects all 7, Bulma hopes to gather them and wish for a perfect boyfriend. Aha! So that's how it is! Goku happens to be in possession of a Dragon Ball, but unfortunately for Bulma, he refuses to part ways with it, so she makes him a deal. He can tag along on her journey if he lets her borrow the Dragon Ball's power. With that, the two set off on the journey of a lifetime. They don't go on the journey alone. On the way, they meet the old Muten Roshi and wannabe disciple Kuririn, with whom Goku trains to become a stronger martial artist for the upcoming World Martial Arts Tournament. However, it's not all fun and games. The ability to make any wish come true is a powerful one, and there are others who would do much worse than just wishing for a boyfriend. To stop those who would try to abuse the legendary power, they train to become stronger fighters, using their newfound strength to help the people around them along the way. I see. And then Senseiya. Senseiya. In ancient times, a group of young men devoted their lives to protecting Athena, the goddess of wisdom and war. These men were capable of fighting without weapons. A swing of their fist alone was powerful enough to rip the very sky apart and shatter the earth beneath them. These brave heroes became known as saints, as they could summon up the power of the cosmos from within themselves. Now in present day, a new generation of saints is about to come forth. The young and spirited Seiya is fighting a tough battle for the sacred armor of Pegasus, and he isn't about to let anyone get in the way of him and his prize. 6 years of hard work and training pay off with his victory and new title as one of Athena's saints. But Seiya's endeavor doesn't end there. In fact, plenty of perils and dangerous enemies face him and the rest of the saints throughout the series. What new quests await the heroes of the epic Saint Seiya saga? Alright. Hunting is big over there, so a show about hunting dogs was pretty popular with the kids. The most 80s looking anime man ever. Yeah, definitely. Kenshiro definitely is an 80s anime man. Alright, does anyone else want to share some other shonen that they believe are worth sharing? Oh! One came to mind now that I remember I saw. Prince of Tennis. Tennis no Oji-sama. When I saw it airing on TV, it was still in the team arc, I believe, because it did. No, yeah, if it did not air all 178 things. I'm gonna put it on drop because I haven't seen all that. Just a few, a little, and I believe it was still in the tame part, because it looks like the more it goes, the more their thing becomes DBZ-esque. Oops. But in really incredibly epic proportions, ridiculous proportions, because the dudes are playing tennis. They're literally just playing tennis. But yeah, it goes ridiculous later on. It's pretty funny. You tried to watch this one after Haikyuu, so it had no chance. You never got too far. Ah, well, this is an old one. I never watched Haikyuu, nor do I feel like I will. Haikyuu is something much later. See, 2014. Prince of Tennis was early on, like a bit after Slam Dunk, I believe, something like that. Yeah, no, Slam Dunk is much older. Yeah, Slam Dunk is much older. But as far as sports animes, the Haikyuu is like a baby, as in when it came later on. So yeah. I only just saw a bit of it. Like I said, whatever was airing on TV. Minagawa Junko. Okiayu-san. Ah, yeah. Hiraki-san. Wait, Tsuda-san voice is a megane? As in a nerdish megane. Wow, okay. That's quite something. It was one of the big sports animes recommended, so you went back to check it out. Yeah, no, definitely. It's among those. Like it was period defining, I'd say, era defining, to a certain extent, I believe. Cause stuff like Haikyuu and Kuroko no Basket, I know of those animes, but I never watched them. Come much later. This is much earlier. I think this is probably not 99. Yeah, 99. Because Slam Dunk is way older. But yeah, those are the ones that came up early on, that actually had a lot of popularity to speak of. Talking about shonen, now I remember, there's also Great Teacher Onizuka that I never really saw, but I think it's worth mentioning. GTO, Great Teacher Onizuka. I was not very interested in it because the main protagonist seemed to be pervy kind, and that's just not the kind of thing that interests me much. But it's well regarded, so yeah, it's very much worth mentioning. As far as shonens go, you know what? We can probably just go into the shonen category and see. Yeah, and see. Maybe this will help us. These are the popular words that are definitely gonna appear. Shingeki no Kyojin. I already talked about it a bit. I didn't get very far in this thing. I must have watched something like 3 episodes. It didn't really do it for me. Apparently, it later on becomes even much more intriguing. But yeah, it's a funny thing because yeah, it's a shonen, but yet the themes seem very much seinen. It's kind of dissonant at the beginning, especially, I believe. But yeah, well, it's a very popular one. I never really got why. Like, for the Sawano music, yeah, sure. But the anime was not able to grip me at the beginning, so I never got why it was so fucking popular. You read some of the manga for GTO but got weighted up pretty fast. Apparently it gets better later on. Yeah. Is that so? Yeah, no. The get better later on is really not one thing I like in anything. Like, no. You have to be solid throughout. I'm not gonna waste my time giving you a chance for the hope of maybe you getting better later. If something is not good at the beginning, it's not good. That's why it's not get as close to a masterpiece as possible to me, because the early episodes are weak. Death Note, we already talked about it. Kimetsu no Yaiba is special because I actually gave up on this anime early on. I watched it with brother. Something like maybe 2 or 3 episodes. I don't know. Maybe 2 episodes. The 2 first episodes, I watched them with brother. And I was like, yeah. Actually, I had, like, from what I saw of Tanjiro, I had an idea of, okay, this is where it's gonna go. To me, what I saw of Tanjiro back then was he was too soft-hearted, and he was not gonna be a compelling character for me to follow. But brother really liked it and continued, and also read the manga to the end, and he really liked it. And I value the opinion of my brother a lot, because when Beyond really liked it, he found it to be of quality. And I value my brother's opinion a lot. So, and I was sad because he didn't get to really talk about the Beyond the anime, also the manga, with me, because I didn't watch it. And so in the end, I went back to watch it. To read them. Yeah, to watch the anime. Back then it was just the first season, and then to read the manga. I went back to watch the anime, and turns out Tanjiro was not as I expected him to be. Like, the first impression I got of him was actually off. Which does not happen a lot, I have to say. Does not happen a lot. So I was actually, oh, okay, he took me by surprise. And I ended up watching the whole of the first season. Back then, the movie was not even released, I believe, and went to read the manga. And yeah, okay, Okay. I almost missed something really great. I almost missed something great. So freaking good. It was so freaking good. And also, I guess it's a personal bias, but there are so many sibling stories in it. I'm just weak to that. It was also goddamn it was also pretty how do you call it? I was not prepared for how hard it hits and how fast it hits hard. So yeah. I was not prepared. But I really liked the amount of it, like the length of it, just right, in my opinion. So many story, like popular shonens just go on and on and on and on and on forever, that I just lose all interest in following them. But this was just the right length. It's very well animated. Yeah, Ufotable. Mwah! Chef's kiss. I haven't seen the movie nor the following great. And if I have the opportunity, I would like to continue watching to see how they adapted the stuff. But yeah, absolutely great. I almost missed it. Boku no Hero Academia. Yeah. Once later on, I believe, like after we went with the whole Naruto, Bleach, One Piece. We had the whole Attack on Titan, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Boku no Hero Academia. Boku no Hero Academia, a bit similar to Kimetsu no Yaiba for me. I was not very keen on continuing it, but not because of Midoriya, because of Bakugo. Bakugo just was going on the pantheon of characters I hate the most, and it's just so freaking annoying because obviously he's very prominent in the series, and yeah, I don't really feel like watching that. You need a punishment session, boy. But then it gets better. Like he's legitimately very infuriating, and legitimately gets better, and legitimately gets character progression. Plus, he's not an asshole for the sake of being an asshole. There's an explanation behind it, an understandable and believable explanation. That's just not the kind that goes like, oh, we have to make sympathetic villains, but it's just not. No. They're all written really well. I don't like kids in general. Like 15 years old for me is still a kid. I don't like kids in general, but these kids are endearing. Really liked it. I haven't gone I've seen the first season, and I tried reading the manga a bit, but I haven't really gone very far into it. It's just that by reading the manga, I was like, no, like I prefer watching the anime. Haven't yet the opportunity to watch all the I've watched a lot of seasons, but I think I stopped somewhere. I don't remember where I stopped exactly, because where I stopped I had already read the manga, so it's kind of jumbled up in my brain. But I did go pretty far. I believe I've seen no, I don't remember which season it is, but I went rather far, and I'd like to finish it off when the opportunity arises, because It was really nice. It was pretty interesting. And I think I dig the way the sensei writes the story too. So yeah, definitely. Well, a really nice one. Bones, this one, right? Yeah, Studio Bones. Nowadays, Ufotable and Mappa are the ones that are the most prominent when it comes to incredible animation. But Bones was really nice too. Actually, really good too. Oh, the Full Metal Alchemist were by them. There are quite a few. That I found really well animated too by Bones. Ah! Is that a shonen? Is Noragami a shonen? I watched Noragami too. Yep, Noragami is a shonen. I watched Noragami too. I saw the whole of the first season, and I studied a bit the second season, but I haven't yet finished. Interesting, pretty interesting. I was surprised to see that there are a ton of chicks that were digging the anime. Brova told me no, I can see. Well, yeah, I guess Yato is cool. But yeah. Ah! Mob Psycho 2 is by them. Yeah, Mob Psycho. Mob Psycho I saw too. Only the first season though. But pretty nice. At some point, this dude, Arataka Reigen, started become an internet meme, as in I don't remember the terms, but he was very popular for some time. I don't really know why. I don't know. I probably because of whatever was happening in the second season, but I don't really know why. But yeah, pretty solid Mob Psycho. Really nice. Ah, Soul Eater. Ah, nice. This is what I should have done all this time. Just gone in there and see if I had watched, because I don't remember. I watched this too, Soul Eater, the one back in late 2000s. I believe I finished it, or at least part of it. Actually, I don't know. Actually, I don't know, but I remember there was some really nice Sakuga in Soul Eater, like the way Maka fights. Really smooth animation, really nice. That's why I'm saying, yeah, we hear about Ufotable and Mappa a lot, but Bones was pretty solid too. I remember in Soul Eater particularly, there was that one episode that just had me and Brova die from laughter from the that happened. It was something, we're passing an exam, and this character, this dude, Def the Kid, voiced by Mamoru-chan, of course, is obsessed with perfect symmetry. And so he was writing his name, obsessed with perfect symmetry, and the irony is his hair is not symmetric. So yeah, it's something that really distresses him. But yeah, it was an episode where they were passing an exam. It was a written exam, and he was writing his name, and it was not perfectly symmetric, so he erased it. And while doing so, I believe he ended up like ripping his test paper apart, something like that. There was a chain of events. There was a chain, like the gag went on like that, and he ended up ripping the paper, and he just like died on the spot. That's the gag. It's like he died on the spot, and a coffin appeared, and he ended up in it. I don't even remember exactly how the gag went, but it just hit so perfectly with Brova and me. We ended up laughing for such a long time. without being able to take a breath or just look at each other, because every time we looked at each other we were just going back into a fit of laughter. That's what I remember mostly. I don't even remember the gag, but I remember that it gave me a laughter, like one of the best fits of laughter of my life, and therefore it will always remain a great memory. The stream delay is about 2 business days right now for you. My god, we've lost all the all the frames are dropping, guys. I don't know what's happening. I don't freaking know. What is it? But it was fine. This is so freaking annoying. Seriously. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know if it's my if my connection is starting to, I don't know. And I was so happy telling my anecdote too. Is it the codec? But it was fine the other time. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try to change the codec to see if that does anything. Just let me cut real quick. Well, it started directly by dropping frames, but... Huh? It started directly by dropping 65 frames, but... But right now it looks fine. But the thing is that early on it was fine, but then not, but then fine, but then not. Like, why? I believe it should be better. It looks better. No, we're dropping again. No, it's not the codec the problem. It must be my connection then. Something with my connection. Or there's something that's taking up bandwidth. But I don't know what. There's something that's taking up bandwidth, but I don't know what. Wait, is there a Windows update? No. It might be my connection. What else could be taking up bandwidth? Where did my task manager go? Connection. Network. No? Oh, barely anything. No, no. There's nothing else taking up the network. Supposedly. So it's just my connection. That's I don't know what's happening with my connection now. But if that's the case, guys, this is not gonna be... maybe we should stop here for today. Because if you're gonna have 2 business days of delay, that's making the whole chatting stream kind of moot. Especially that now that I've taken off the ban on tangents, kinda. No, it's not better. It has nothing to do with the codec. It's my connection, then. Unless OBS has had an update that I hadn't seen. But if it's gonna be something like this, I believe we're gonna stop here for today and talk about anime in a more orderly manner another time. Maybe by going over, by genres and themes, rather than just going full on, these are animes that I saw. No, it's not getting better. It's just dropping frames. I don't know what's happening. My bitrate is all over the place. So I think I'm gonna stop here for today, guys. I'm really sorry. I am really sorry for this. I don't know what the problem is. Hopefully it is just very temporary, and it will be better next week. But right now, right now it's not doing it. It's not doing it. So I guess we're gonna stop here for today. We barely scratched the surface on all those animes. So yeah, next time I will try to have it more orderly. We gotta go more on themes and genres, so it will be easier to manage than going at it full like this. But at least we started. We can do it another time again. You enjoyed hearing the Nova anime history? Nice. I am glad to hear that. Honestly, I was not expecting the reminiscing to be this hard, because I know I've watched so many animes, but the more I talked, the more I was unable to remember which other animes I watched. So yeah, we're gonna use my anime list very handy, but that will be next time. I don't know when it will be, but we will go back to that subject because there are so many things that can be talked about on it. Yeah, thank you guys so much for dropping by, and I wish you a lovely weekend. I will be putting up the schedule for next week on Sunday as usual, normally. And yeah, have a lovely weekend. Do take care of yourselves and hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.